Hey guys, this is my first rant video and it's more about my experience than complaining, but I have to make this because even though I like to be really positive and see the bright side of things, man, this situation was a car buying nightmare. Like this just sucked. And I know that there's a lot of bad car buying experiences out there, so I just had to just rant about this. This happened yesterday, so it's still real fresh, and I'm not really upset because it could have been a lot worse. But okay, so here's what happened. We drove down to South Carolina. It was about an hour and a half to get down there, and mind you, we have 3 little kids, 18 months, 4 and 5. Okay, so road trips are not fun because nobody wants to sit in a car seat for that long. So we get down there to the dealership, and it's a very, very, very tiny little dealership. And we're gonna go buy this diesel truck because, you know, we have a 5th wheel RV, a very, very big RV. It's like 40 feet or something, I think. I should probably know that. It's about 40 feet. But we need... Coco, what are you barking at? Coco, hush. Okay, so we needed a diesel, and we still do need a diesel truck to pull our giant RV that we're living in. And so we get down there, we do the paperwork, we get the truck, right? My husband test drives it. It seems like it's gonna be good. Well, oh, and just keep in mind, I had a little funny vibe about the whole situation. I don't know. It was just this little podunk dealership, and the people that were there, I don't know. It was just like a weird vibe, but I was like, okay, whatever. So we buy the truck, you know, and I get in it to drive, and my husband gets in the other vehicle to drive with the kids, and we go about 15 minutes down the road to stop to eat because of course the kids are hungry because it takes forever to buy a car. And by this time the dealership had closed because they were closing during the whole buying process. And we eat, and then we go to leave, and what happens but the new truck, well, it's not new, it's quite a few years old diesel truck, doesn't start. And it's not the battery, because the battery's turning on. It's something within the fuel line. And this truck, sorry, Coco's having a time. What the F? We just got this. What? I don't even know. And then when my husband starts thinking about it, he was like, you know what? I could tell when I looked under the hood that they had started the car or the truck, and it had been on prior to us coming. And sometimes people will do that to mask any issues. I don't know. Just drama. But how screwed up is that? So we're trying to get this thing going, and the engine's just not turning on. We call the guy who sold, well, the dealership's closed, so of course they didn't answer. We call the guy who sold us the truck, and it goes straight to voicemail. Then we try again, and his phone's turned off. He kept his phone turned off this whole flippin' time we're trying to get answers, right? And so we had to call a tow truck. So we were there for forever waiting on a tow truck. We had to make sure that the tow truck took the truck back to the lot. And so we had to follow the tow truck there, make sure that was squared away. And meantime, the whole time, this guy who sold us the truck from this dealership, his phone's turned off. So my husband's leaving messages like, look, we're not going to pay you. We need to rip up that check because this is crap. You can't sell somebody a car and then they get down the road. And could you imagine if we had gotten all the way back home? If we had just kept driving straight and got home, I don't even know what we would have done. We would have been so far away. So it was just a crappy situation because we left the house like in the morning and we didn't get back till almost 9 o'clock at night. Those were very cranky, pissed off kids, to say the least. I mean, it was not fun for them. You can imagine it not being fun for an adult sitting around in the car and waiting for everything. And because, you know, it takes forever to buy a car, then took forever for the tow truck to come, then we had to drive there, drive back. It was crap. And so I don't know, and it's Sunday now, so that guy's phone is still off. He hasn't called us back, and the dealership's still closed. They're closed on Sundays. So we'll see how everything goes on Monday, tomorrow. They better rip up that contract. That sales contract is all I gotta say, because that's crap. So that's my rant. That's my nightmare car buying story. Like I said, it could have been worse. We could have drove that thing all the way home, and then what? I don't even want to think about it. So praise God that it didn't end up that way, but they better rip up that sales contract. Man, we had that thing towed right back. I can't even believe it. So if you have any crazy experiences like that, let me know, because man, sometimes life just throws stuff at you and you're like, what the heck did I do to deserve that, right? But it was like a whole day wasted, and the poor kids were like miserable because it was not fun. But, you know, I guess we're still going to be looking for a truck, but not from that dealership. Man, they suck. So that's my rant. Thanks for watching. Man, life. Bye, guys.